start broadcast button. It says this hangout on there is live. I'm live. All right, so I'm still trying to document my journey of learning Elm, and I think I get it, right? So now I'm at like phase three, where like I'm actually trying to build something, and I'm having a meltdown because it's not clear to me like how to how to actually gauge myself on what I'm building. So, for example, I have a couple philosophies on how to build software, right? One philosophy is focus on correctness of the actual domain logic, and everything else is a detail. Database, a web server, even the UI, those are all details. Focus on the domain logic. Nail that down. Ensure that it's correct to the best of my ability, whether it's through use of composing functions to build everything out, or having hella of tests that are mapped to business requirements, hence business logic. So that's one philosophy, and that's great. That's the way I operate. But this journey is really dealing with a UI, a programming language that is more geared towards UI. Okay. I mean, Elm, to my understanding, is a client-side programming language. My understanding with Elm is it's specifically used to build out HTML web applications. It's not just a general, I mean, I don't think it's a general programming language. I think it's a programming language coupled to building web front ends. Okay. So why am I saying all this? Because, well, my general strategy of building systems is still the same. However, with this journey, the focus is on learning to build UI, and I purposely selected Elm to figure out how to do that, hence the web development space. And the struggle that I'm going through is I'm like, all right, I'm ready to start building. I'm going to port Quote Builder to a web app. And I don't know how to start. Like, for example, if I'm doing WPF for Xamarin Forms, I will go ahead and start when we're talking about the UI part, right? In regards to the UI, I'll just start throwing some controls at the screen, organizing them so that they look structured, they're aligned. I'll start setting some colors, some margins, some padding, and things just fall into place. I get this like instant response as I'm composing a UI in XAML, whether it's WPF or Xamarin Forms. Well, Xamarin Forms takes a little bit longer to get feedback on the UI, but then again, they have Xamarin Forms 3.0, and they have a little QR code, whatever it's called, so you get instantaneous feedback supposedly. But anyway, with Elm, I am struggling because it's one thing to build a web application, right? That's for your desktop. I think it's another thing to build a web application that is mobile centric, meaning that I basically want to build a web application that is more centered around the mobile experience. And with that said, people say, well, it's a no-brainer. You have to pull in Bootstrap as a CSS framework. And I'm like, I thought this Elm was like the answer. I thought it was going to just do everything for me in one place. And now I have to try to learn Bootstrap, and I don't know where to start with Bootstrap. And so that's where it's like the death by a thousand paper cuts is I don't I feel like the more progress that I make, the deeper down the rabbit hole I have to go in all its dependencies. And so I just got done wrapping up my general knowledge of Elm, but in order for me to actually be effective with it based on the mobile experience, I have to learn a whole new framework. And I fear that as I'm trying to figure out how to learn this bootstrap, it's gonna have all these other dependencies, jQuery and all these other frameworks that like I'm really not interested in. My time is valuable, man. It's like this is me venting right now. I'm having a meltdown. I I thought with Elm that I could just focus on that one tool, and that was all that I need to be productive. And I feel as if I'm learning that no, in order to still put out something that's professional looking, I have to pull in all these other dependencies, which completely just what's the word I'm looking for? Um, just completely like destroys the whole intent of why I purposely selected Elm in the first place. So I'm sure that this is maybe my misunderstanding, and maybe I'm still on the right track, and things aren't as complicated as I make them out to be. But now I'm busy surfing Amazon.com trying to find up to date, as in like 2017, book on Bootstrap, and the one or two that I find, they don't have really stellar reviews, and I feel like I'm just spinning my wheels right now. I just want to learn how to build a web application. That's all I want. It's not working. I'm upset. So I would love people's feedback. I'm having a meltdown. I can't take this pressure. I'm gonna buy me a bottle and marinate on what I do next. So I need some feedback. And that's it. I'm out. I don't have any more words. Peace.